Princess Charlotte inherits Diana's tiara, not Princess Leonor. Crown. Princess Charlotte. The sweet, smiling daughter of Prince William and Princess Kate. The child the world adores, growing up before our eyes. But what if I told you this? The tiara that once belonged to Princess Diana, the tiara everyone thought would sparkle on the head of Spain's Princess Leonor, has instead been reserved for Charlotte. Not Leonor, not any other royal daughter. Charlotte. The world expected one story. Instead, a different one is unfolding. And it changes everything we thought we knew about royal inheritance, tradition, and the bond between Diana and her only granddaughter. Why Charlotte? Why not Leonor? Why now? Let's dive into the truth. Princess Diana's jewelry collection is legendary. Her sapphire engagement ring now rests proudly on Kate's hand. Her Spencer tiara dazzled at countless state events. And for years, royal watchers believed these treasures would scatter across Europe, with pieces touching the lives of future queens. Many thought Princess Leonor, destined to be Spain's first queen regnant in centuries, would be honored with Diana's tiara. After all, Leonor embodies youth, elegance, and a modern vision of monarchy. It made sense. But sense does not always win over sentiment. Inside Kensington Palace, whispers began years ago. Whispers of promises William made. Promises to his mother. Promises that her treasures would not simply disappear into distant dynasties, but remain close to her blood, close to her heart, close to England. And so, when the question arose, who would inherit the most symbolic jewel of all, the answer was not Spain. The answer was Charlotte. Picture it. Charlotte, at 18, walking into her first grand royal ball. The room falls silent. And on her head, the Spencer tiara, the very crown that Diana wore on her wedding day. The sparkle, the weight, the history, it would not just be jewelry. It would be a resurrection. A reminder of the mother William lost and the grandmother Charlotte never met. A circle completed. But what does this mean for Leonor? The Spanish people have long dreamed of a young queen draped in royal finery that connects Europe's monarchies together. To them, Leonor was more than a princess, she was a bridge. A bridge from old Spain to modern Spain. A bridge between Windsor and Bourbon. Many argued that gifting her Diana's tiara would symbolize unity. But unity bowed to legacy. Here's the deeper truth: William has always been protective of his mother's memory. He has guarded it against the glare of the press. He has preserved it in his children's stories. When Charlotte was born, insiders recall William whispering words, "She will know her." Those words carried weight. He was not speaking of bedtime tales or photographs. He was speaking of inheritance. Tangible inheritance. Heirlooms that embody Diana's presence. Charlotte is different. Observers see it in her posture, her smile, even the way she tilts her head. She carries echoes of Diana. While George bears the burden of kingship, and Louis brings mischief and charm, Charlotte carries remembrance. It is as though the spirit of Diana leans closest to her. And William sees it. Kate sees it. The palace sees it. But does Leonor feel betrayed? The Spanish court has not spoken, but silence speaks loudly. In Spain, tiaras are not mere ornaments. They are emblems of sovereignty, tied to centuries of tradition. Leonor's destiny is already heavy. The throne of Spain awaits her. But perhaps the tiara of Diana was never meant to weigh upon her head. Perhaps it belongs only to a child of Diana's child. Still, imagine the tension. Two young girls, both royal, both beloved, both growing into roles they did not choose. One crowned with the tiara of memory, the other, left to wonder what might have been. What conversations happen behind closed doors in Zarzuela Palace? Does Queen Letizia comfort Leonor, reminding her that her worth is not measured by borrowed jewels? Does Leonor glance at pictures of Diana and sigh, knowing that sparkle will never be hers? Meanwhile, in Windsor, Charlotte plays in palace gardens, unaware of the storm her inheritance stirs. She does not yet grasp what waits for her. But one day, she will. And when she does, the world will watch as Diana's tiara rises again. Now, here's where the story deepens. Diana's jewelry wasn't only about glamour. It was about rebellion. She wore chokers as headbands. She mixed pearls with sapphires. She dared to sparkle in ways tradition frowned upon. If Charlotte inherits not just the jewels but the spirit, what does that mean for the monarchy? Could Charlotte become the rebellious heartbeat of a new royal era? And what of Leonor? Spain has faced challenges, political unrest, calls for republicanism, questions of the monarchy's survival. Leonor's strength lies not in borrowed tiaras, but in her voice, her education, her modern appeal. Perhaps destiny spared her the weight of Diana's crown so she could carry the weight of Spain's crown without distraction. But still, imagine the alternate universe. Leonor at her coronation, wearing Diana's tiara. The symbolism would be electric, a daughter of Spain crowned in the jewel of England's most beloved princess. A Europe united by sparkle. But history is not made of what-ifs. History is made of choices. And William chose. Now, let us return to Charlotte. Will she accept this legacy lightly? Or will it haunt her? Wearing a tiara of tragedy can cut both ways. The tiara dazzles, yes. But it also whispers. It whispers of a mother lost too soon. A fairy tale wedding that unraveled. A life of glamour shadowed by pain. Will Charlotte, at 21, feel pride, or pressure? Will she smile in the mirror, or will she see ghosts? This is the mystery of royal inheritance. Every jewel carries stories. Every tiara is a book of secrets. The Spencer tiara is no different. It carries joy. It carries sorrow. It carries Diana. And soon, it will carry Charlotte. So, not Leonor, not Spain, not Europe. Charlotte, the daughter of William, the granddaughter of Diana, the one who carries her smile. And as we wait, the world holds its breath. Because one day, not too far from now, we will see it with our own eyes. Princess Charlotte, Diana's tiara, a legacy reborn.